How are you? The formal question.
I'm good. I'm very
Good,
good.
good. Well, thanks for chatting, guys, and thanks for having me have a conversation with you guys. It's been quite a while since I've seen you guys in really any capacity. So we got a short time here. We got a great day of full of performances and other collaborations with your curated remix team and everything. So I'd like to just jump into a few questions if you guys don't mind.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
All right. So before we go into the remix album, I want to jump back to Mordechai as its album on its own. And I was wondering if you guys could explain just a little bit about the record in terms of maybe the name and maybe the origins and any themes the record has within it.
I feel like this is a question for me. Um, so, you know, I have tried in the past to come up with a theme for a record before we make the album and try to make songs around that, but they've always been scrapped because we always work under, like, in the method that the music comes first. And the music comes before the words come, the music comes before the title, before the artwork, for the music videos, and we don't really work to a theme in that sense. So a lot of times things just fall into place if you let them. And Mordecai as a word or a name had been in our sphere universe since the beginning of Khruangbin because it's the bird, it's the hawk in Royal Tenenbaums, and that movie had been at the farm where we record, and we have like a couple handfuls of VHS tapes out there, and so whenever we're out there we watch the same movies, and that's one of them. And then in the time when I was writing a lot of the words that ended up becoming a part of the album, I'd been going through a lot of change and personal growth and like rebirth stuff, and had met a now friend named Mordecai. And I remember when he introduced himself to me, it was like, "Your name is Mordecai?" It's such a good name, you know? And now I actually know three Mordecais as a result of putting out an album named Mordecai. But it just sort of seemed right. And it seemed on theme in the sense that like the theme is kind of what happened in the 2 weeks that we made the record and the time that I wrote the words. And he was a part of that journey for me. And I told the guys, and they were either completely sold or they just didn't have any better ideas.
Incredible, incredible. I know you guys work very fast, and like you said, the music becomes this wave of emotion when you guys are making in the studio. And so I know you were talking about that you had the name Mordecai from the origins of Khruangbin. And so I was wondering, for this record, were you thinking like, it'd be really cool, a remix record after we're done with these? Did you have any of those collaborations in mind? So the question that also a fan asked too is, how did the curation of the remix come about for the remix album?
I think simply put, we just picked people we liked. People we like listening to. Of course, you being one of them. I think before we went on tour with you, especially, funny story to those who don't know, but Ginger did this incredible promotion campaign that had a remix of Evan Finds the Third Room. And when the three of us heard it, we were like, this is the best thing we've ever seen. So, of course, when it was time for us to do the remix package, it was a natural fit to say, hey, can you remix one of these songs? Because you did an incredible job already with the other one.
I'm honored. Thank you very much.
I just love how you just like busted out this remix for like a 30-second empty video. It's like, what?
Funny story. I did that on company time. I was like, I'm gonna take my lunch break. I was like editing something, and then I brought my kid drum set out of the parking lot. I was in LA, and I went to the rooftop and banged that in like 30 minutes. So I'm glad it worked out.
That's all you need. Sometimes 30 minutes is like the sweet spot.
You just gotta see it. If it works, it works. So moving into remixes as a whole with the record, I know that a lot of music that is the manifesto and the inspiration for Khruangbin are often used as samples and for remixes or beats and things, those crate digging types of music and everything. So I was wondering, do you guys have a favorite sample at all?
Oh, definitely. I have a favorite sample.
I do
Go,
too,
Mark.
I think.
Go, everyone. Go, everyone.
It's,
Go, Mark.
it's The Land of Music by Dynasty, first used in Lucchini, aka This Is It by Camp Lo.
Okay. Okay. Got some Camp Lo.
Hands down, best sample
All right.
ever.
I love it's like a very used sample, but Dennis Edwards, Don't Look Any Further. It's the paid
Okay.
in full Eric B. and Rakim sample.
Okay.
It's awesome. I mean, it's used everywhere. I hear it all the time, but
Okay.
I love
There we
it.
go.
It's solid.
I mean, at the risk of sounding cliche, the funky drummer, it's used
Oh,
everywhere.
great mention.
Probably one of the most sampled samples of all samples. So that's my go-to.
Well, there you go. Everyone, folks, those are favorite samples. Let's go to a couple comments from that were picked by some users. Some people are asking, what do you guys like to do when you're not playing music? And then going with that, what some of your non-musical related influences. I know Mark and Laura have bonded over artwork before, and that's, I think, the part of your conceptual, of your friendship and everything. So what is some non-musical inspirations, and what do you guys like to do when you're not playing music?
I like cooking. I'm in the Hudson Valley right now, so we have insane like produce and farms up here. So
Nice.
I'm loving that. And in that realm, I love like ottolenghi, and I rarely had time to make his recipes because they take like 2 days. But over quarantine, I had some time to dip in.
There you go. There you go.
I really like, I mean, pretty much all the things I do are more or less music related. But I like kind of trying other instruments that I'm not good at and trying to get better at those. But
any recent instruments?
I just went and grabbed my pianette and brought it back here from Houston. So
Nice.
I'm trying to like get my hands back into that. I might have to replace the pads,
Yep, sure,
All
sure.
out there know what I'm talking about.
Is it a Pianette N or T? I got the less expensive one.
Pianette T.
Okay, there you go.
Really heavy suitcase, so I love that stuff. I really like to kind of
Yeah.
travel, and so that's good. I've been really getting into, I don't know, going to the beach.
Wonderful. Getting that tan on.
Like so many killer beaches and forests out here in California, so try to take advantage of that.
There you go. There you go.
I really enjoyed the brief gear chat that just happened. That was pretty good.
We had to have a little bit, as you can see here.
Gear chat. I guess my free time is funny. Laura says she likes to cook. I like to eat.
There you go.
Also, I play a lot of basketball in my free time,
Nice.
which I didn't get to do over quarantine. But they're kind of coming back and getting to play more now, so it's been cool. And I am also
lost connection
this
there
Mark
for a little
would
bit.
call me
Sorry.
an avid bass collector. So
You are.
Nice. How many? What's the most recent addition to the collection, of the bass collection? Then
I bought a P5 just because I thought they were fun, and I didn't have a P5 yet. So
there you go. That extra string really helps sometimes.
Yeah, you got to have a low B.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. Those are some of their hobbies outside of music. Doing my best to be a moderator. I feel like I'm on a TV show. I have my notes right below, so this is why I'm not directly staring into the camera right now. I'm also buying time while I'm trying to read the notes that I have, and I wish I had proofread them before. Without playing favorites, because I'm here, but I was wanting to ask about the remix album, and if you had any, because it's not out yet, and to get people excited. I know 2 of them are out right now. What are some favorite moments, or did you have any experiences hearing those songs come back at you through a new lens, when it was kind of reconstructed, deconstructed, and represented to you? Did you guys, any standout moments or artists or, anything particular like that?
No, I got this question. I got a similar question on an interview from a Japanese publication the other day. And honestly, it changes from day to day. Like I listen to it. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. I think that's what's great about the remix package is that it's got a little bit of everything on it. It's got different vibes. But the other day, I mean, because it popped up on Spotify, I was listening to the Quantic Pelota mix, and I was reminded of the drop that happens. That's definitely one of my favorite moments.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just have it.
There you go.
I think Kaja and I think that's my favorite one.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Kadia. I learned how to say this properly the other day. I've been like just reading, not actually hearing anyone say it. You know, he's been locked down for the past year and a half. So,
Mm.
but yeah, Kadia Bonet, her version of Father Bird, Mother Bird, is just chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
They're all amazing. I think all of them equally, like listening back, you have that moment like, oh, you know, because everybody did their thing and it makes sense. Like everyone's version makes sense to who they are, but it's such an incredible process hearing what you made reinterpreted by other people. It's like the coolest, you know, journey without making our own record. I think my favorite moment listening, and it's the only song that we got to listen to together, was Felix's version of Time, because we were all in Houston and it came in. It was the first one that came in, and we all sat on the sofa and went, and then all of a sudden it's like he makes a left turn into like the deep part of the night on the dance floor, and we were all just like, wow. And then at the end, it's like you come back to where you are. It like brings you back out of your whatever hole you were in, and it was great.
The whole record is very magical.
I felt like I was
Mark.
guys. I'm sure you've seen the video of like the little kid, and I think of like a Russian club, you know.
Yeah.
I was just right there.
That was you during, you know, where you guys were on the couch, but just in the probably like 12 o'clock in the afternoon or something. Well, you guys mentioned that you guys were together, you know, I guess somewhat recently, or at least at times. Is that any hint at you guys working on a new set of originals, a new album in the works? I know things happen fast, like you said, 2 weeks and everything. So can the audience expect anything in the works, anything in the can?
We're always working.
You know,
genuinely.
That brings up an interesting question. Oh, go for it.
I was when things we like worked on, like say in a year past, didn't come out. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we totally did do that. I kind of forgot about that. You know what I mean? I was like really chomping at the bit for the David Bowie remix to come out.
There you go.
Oh yeah, we did that like 2 years ago or something, and it just surfaced. And I think even this remix package feels like something we've been working on for a really long time. And now, you know, we work on other stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, we have this awesome thing that's coming out. But yeah, we're working on stuff. We've got touring coming up soon, so we're trying to get some things buttoned up before we get on the road.
There you go. I was going to ask, with the, you know, with the circumstances that everyone was thrown into with a lot of remote collaboration and stuff, I know you guys are very much a together live band, in the room, open mics, you know, feeling the space, feeling the barn. So I was wondering, was there any shift or change in maybe doing digital collaboration or sending demos back and forth with either Mordechai or with these new set of songs at all?
No. Really?
No.
I mean, I will be honest, like a lot of times we'll try and like demo things out and send them back and forth via email, but I don't know, it doesn't really happen until we're in the same room. We can try to, you know, spitball and ballpark stuff all you want, but until you're actually in the room, then it doesn't really happen. It's really weird. It's like I never know how it's gonna work out. You know, I'm always like, I don't know how to write songs. I don't know how to play music, you know, and then I put the guitar on, play with my friends, and then we do that. I don't know. I still don't understand how it works. I can't. I don't know how to play with it. There it is.
Music does that.
Yeah.
In specific, I guess with music, I've been asked to ask some user submitted questions. So one question we have is the word funk. Can you guys each define the word and what it means to you?
Ooh.
Fish sauce.
That's pretty funky.
Really good point right there. Fish sauce. I get back on her comment because I think it's something like when you have Thai food. Let's say you get Thai food in the States, and it's like, oh, this is pretty good. It's pretty good, and you're like, can I get like the
Yeah.
fish sauce with the Thai chili peppers in it? And then you put that on, and you're like, oh, there it is,
There's the funk.
Because fish sauce, I mean, it's rank, it's disgusting, it's the worst smelling thing, it's terrible. But
It's pretty awful.
Otherwise, it's not good, And I think maybe that's funk. It's like I think I personally strive for a crappy guitar tone because like that's what makes it pretty.
Yeah.
A little bit of wrong makes it so right.
Yeah. Funk is hard to describe. It's just when it shows up, it's there.
Yeah.
We're all talking about.
Right.
Yeah,
food and the music. No.
Yeah, I mean, they're related, but I think you can't. I guess you can try to be funky, but I just think it doesn't work that way.
Your nose.
It's like
when you try to be
Yeah.
funky, you're not funky.
yeah, it's like if you're trying to be blues, it's not going to be blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ends up being a whole different color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys said, like with music, and it seems like it just, all amalgamates into what Khruangbin is in terms of, being in the room, letting the funk simmer organically until you can all smell it in the room. And am I assuming that when it gets to that point, you guys hit go on the tape, go on Pro Tools or whatever, and just kind of let it rip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
let's fix this. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. And then you like do all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And go back to the original one. Like, no, this is better. Let's just leave it like that. And it's fine.
Yeah.
Based on thing. And
I think my best funky moments are when I mess up and DJ's like, "Did you record that? Can we play that again? You got to do that."
Is there any mistakes that are that were left? I'm sure a couple, but any that were left on the Mordechai record where you guys are like, that's it, like leave it, like we're like close it up, close the box, we're done.
Oh man,
there's mistakes on every record.
Song around a mistake that LL did on First Class. We're like, that is tight.
So tight. So choice.
So choice.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, I think it's a half step wrong, right?
Oh,
that's pretty funky.
A half step right,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of Lady and Man on Cantoto El Mundo, I think we kind of knew that was the tape because the spring on my kick drum came off at the very end of the song. So when the kick pedal drops off at the end, that was the spring that just fell off, and it's like, well, that must be
wow. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Well, mistakes turn into miracles sometimes, and it seems like Mordechai, both the remix album and the original album and itself, has a lot of those mistaken miracles, I guess. Another fan question that will be an interesting take is Biggie or Tupac?
I'm not going there.
Wow. I mean, for different reasons, like that's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's asking to compile, and that's something that I don't want to do.
Yeah, I can't pick between Big and Pop, man. Like
Plus,
they're both so important for
reinventing
for different reasons, and
thing.
Yeah,
Get that.
like
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, it seems like, unfortunately, we do not have a definitive answer from any members of the Khruangbin, but that is okay. The mystery continues. How are you guys feeling about being able to get back on the road again? And how has the break hurt or helped any of those feelings about being on the road? Because I know from being a part of your opening crew for like a month and a half or something, you guys go pretty hard, and you guys have a lot of endurance, which I definitely learned a lot from. Me and Matt did, and everything. So how are you guys feeling about getting back on stage?
Terrified.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I got some serious anxiety going on about getting back to it, but I'm pretty sure it'll kind of dissipate when we step on stage and the energy changes. It'll like, oh, okay, we can do this. We remember how to do this. Riding a bike, like they say.
Yeah.
We've been getting questions over and over again. Favorite Sade song? I got to jump in here.
Okay, take it.
That's my favorite Sade song.
What song?
One more time. You dropped out for a second.
Can you hear me? Is my audio dropping? What the heck is going on here? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Diamond Life album song is When Am I Going to Make a Living? It's the one right.
Perfect.
There we go.
There we
go. All right.
Are these in the comments?
Oh, yeah. Laura, with your touring thoughts?
Oh, I'm mainly excited now. I mean, I also have tons of anxiety. I have not walked around in 5-inch heels in a while. And all that stuff. But I feel like we had a year to get grounded in ways that we couldn't. And so I have like a home for the first time since touring really ever started. So I'm excited to be able to go and know that I have like a solid anchor. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, the shows are going to be amazing. We're playing a lot of dream venues, and I think once we get over the anxiety hump, it's going to be really sweet.
Well, like DJ said, it's just like riding a bike. And I think, looking forward to the future, we'll kind of wrap it out on that note. Do you guys have any last words about, your remix album coming out? Any last remarks or anything?
I want to just thank everybody who's been involved. It's been sometimes it's hard to put stuff out. And everybody who's been on the team to help us put it together. I want to thank everybody who contributed a remix, especially you, Cameron.
Thank you very much, Mark.
It's really awesome, Cameron. Yeah. It's so good. It really is. It's amazing.
It means a lot. It's the first one I've ever done, so I do appreciate it.
What? Wow.
What about Third Room Mirror? Yeah. That was great.
That was more of a cover, I guess. I don't know. The covers and remixes, where's the line? Is a hot dog a sandwich? It's kind of like that type of thing.
A hot dog taco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Don't even quote me on that.
All right. Well, guys,
thank you.
Boiler Room, and the Boiler Room. All the viewers right here. If you go to the Boiler Room YouTube channel, the party shall continue with performances curated by the lovely trio you see before you. Again, guys, I'm glad you guys are doing well. Hopefully, we'll see you guys face to face soon. Good luck out there, and looking forward to what's coming next for you guys.
Yeah, come join us on Boiler Room. It's going to be an awesome day.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.